Hi everyone, Armor King TV 21 here, and yes, who you see before you is my favorite final boss in Tekken history, Azazel. I was referring to him before as Azazel, but apparently the game pronounces it Azazel, so we'll go with Azazel. And now that we know everything that there is to know about this character, let me go into a slight breakdown for you guys. So, he is not that different from his Tekken 6 moveset, except they gave him some noticeable buffs. So, one thing to note is now back 3+4, instead of knocking down, it now launches on regular hit. And the old knockdown, this one right here, still the same knockdown a little bit as Tekken 6, except it doesn't do the scarab flip over. What instead it does, I mean, there's still scarabs, see that? It's just a whirlwind of scarabs. But it flips you over on normal hit. Now, that isn't a problem, however, unless you're in a combo starter. So, let's say that you're doing this. It now picks you up for a rage drive like launcher. And there go, you get a lot of damage out of it. Another thing to note is that his standing 2 just launches on normal hit. It's 27 frames. If you get hit by this move, you kind of deserve it, to be honest. Oh, something really interesting that you guys probably just now pointed out is all of his bound moves are still here. So every combo that he has had from Tekken 6 exists onward. And as well, his back one is still 10 frames. It looks like it has a 0 frame startup, but if it does have a 0 frame startup, that means they buffed it like to no end. But I believe it's still a 10 frame startup. Now, this move right here is obviously very powerful, but if you do it against a standing opponent, they can eventually escape out of this using crouching guard. So it still has the same thing as Jinpachi Mishima. Let's go into crouching block. Oh, this is actually probably making a liar out of me. Look at this. There's no way they can get out of it. Look at that. He was able to get out of the throw, though. However, you have to be able to do the crouching guard after you get hit. Not even after you get hit. Like, you just have to hope Azazel just stops doing back one. Because that's exactly what this is. Back one is insane. He has also gotten an assortment of upgrades, but also downgrades. His standing 4 no longer exists, so his infinite wall game, where he can just resplat you over and over again with up 3+4 doesn't exist anymore, but you can still re-wall splat with down 2, which is interesting enough. But why I say that about standing 4 is because that move got repurposed to be a boss story move, and it does 148 damage. Now, this is kind of a nerf because on hit, I think you're like minus 100 something. This is all a power crush. Yeah, you're minus 122 after this hits. So, this is basically like Jack's forward 3+4 or that jumping move from across the screen. It's just, you are wide open after that. Azazel is wide open after that. Another thing to note is that this move right here still, as I was saying, it still resets. So if you do this into this, while they're grounded, they get picked back up off the ground again. So if it just so happens, let me just set this to not set, right? So if it just so happens that, yep, it just so happens that if your character stays down, they get right back up again because of Azazel's move properties. And then right there, that is another buff. Down back 2-1 has been given a huge buff as to it being it's +5 now on block. So this being not a natural move, this used to be minus 12, but now it's +5, and it pushes the opponent further away. So you don't even need to use the +5, but if you're against the wall, he can just use 1-2, or if you want to be cheeky, you can use back 1. But he's still +5 on block, which is incredible, to say the least. And also, he still retains all of his, like I said, his Tekken 6 moveset is all here. So he has standing 3, which is the Roger-looking spin kick. He also has down back 3-3, which is another big Roger launching move that we all know about. So he does this, and he does do. Back 1+2 now recovers way faster, so you can actually get a launch on him for it. He still has his laser 1+2. He also has all of his command throws, so these are all unbreakable throws. I mean, the back throw is especially unbreakable, but... Oh, does he not have a 1+3 throw? Oh, he does. Just not for me. Yep, that got reanimated, so that looks better. And he also still has his command throw, forward 1+2. Another thing to note is that he actually retains all of his strings there. He has down 3-4 and down 4-3-4-3. He still has down forward 2, which is a cheap knockdown that guarantees this if they try to stand up. I think it's not guaranteed if they wake up backwards. Yep. So basically the only guaranteed thing you're getting is back 1. Absolutely. But like, back 1 is so cheap that if they stay on the ground, they'll still get hit. So, overall, Azazel is still extremely powerful. And by any means, yeah, sure, some of his combos got removed, but now he's more forced to use back 1 out of his stuff. But I think that's a small price to play. Look at this. He still has up forward 1+2. I think up 1+2. No, it's down 1+2. Yep. Down 1+2 and up 4. These should have different frames, so... Yep, they do have different frames. Down 1+2 is only +2 on hit, while up 4 is +8. So, which is weird, because I think this one... Oh no, that's the wrong one. Hold on. Yeah. You don't get anything guaranteed still, which is interesting. Well, you still get back 1. Unless they can crouch and block, so... Let me try to do this. Yep, they can't do anything. Let me try the down 1+2 version. Oh, wait a minute. Do this, so, let me look. It's down 1+2. Oh yeah, because crouching guard. Right. It doesn't look like they can block that at all still, so regardless of what version you use, you can still use back 1 and just dominate with it. And his down 3+4, so he's gotten new moves. He's gotten the standing 4 I already showed you, but down forward 3+4 is especially new, where it now locks the opponent down onto the ground for whatever move he wants next. As you can see, that goes into another back 1 combo, and almost half of King's life is gone. So, yeah, when you're fighting Azazel, you gotta make sure either you're on the hardest difficulty or you're on, or you're just fighting another person, because this character is so just bizarrely powerful, like beyond anything what you'd expect. And as for down back 2-1, that got a buff, right. And as for like his regular moves, down 1-2 is still here. I believe down 1 still bounds, so that's back 2 right there. Yep, and it's minus 31 on block. So let's do down 1. Yep, that move still bounds. I was trying to do up 1 plus 2. Alright, hold on. If it'll let me do... I think I gotta do up forward 1 plus 2. Yep, that's still bound. So everything that did anything in Tekken 6, it still does it all. And as you would believe, he still has a very stupid wall combo. So I'll show you guys right now what that wall combo looks like. Let me just do the basic wall combo, right? So let me just show you what you're supposed to do as a Tekken player. $60 damage, right? And you can just do the restand if you want to. So you can always do this. I don't believe that's guaranteed at all, so yeah, you can get out of that. You can tech roll that. But if you do this, you get 76 damage, which is absolutely abhorrent. Now, you can get even more damage from that, and I shouldn't have to explain how, but I will anyway, because I showed you guys this earlier in the video, unless you forgot. Down, back, 3 plus 4, and back 3 plus 4, mostly back 3 plus 4 because of how much damage it does by itself, does all of this and more at the wall, and it still all counts as a combo. So, there you go. Ultimo Ombre damage, and you can't get out of that. So, do boop, 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 and I messed it up, but you guys see where I'm going with this. Boom, 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 and it's just an infinite. It's straight up an infinite. They just cannot get out of this. $225 damage. Like, he could just sit there and do that to you all day. This is mostly why Azazel was never on any wall stages ever. So, the fact that they've gotten rid of infinite stages entirely just lets you know, hey, Azazel can roam free and just go crazy in this game. So, yeah, a lot of his moves, what was that, up 1, up 2, this is up 2 and back 2. Down, back 2, down 2. Forward 2, 1 plus 2. Yep, that should still be a bound. Forward 2, 1 plus 2. Yep, really cool. And there's down forward 1 plus 2, so let's check that one out. Yep, still a bound. Everything still works as intended. He's minus 20 on hits, so once he hits you with this as king, you're just gonna full crouch down forward to him to punish. As for his neutral game and his standing block, interestingly enough, I'll show you right now, is that if he does a low, I don't automatically guard those anymore. But I automatically guard everything else. You see that? I don't automatically guard lows anymore. So, you still have to hold back. Oh yeah, this move right here is up forward 3 plus 4. For the uninitiated Tekken players that haven't ever gone through an Azazel yet, who have now gone through an Azazel because of the story mode. So yes, Azazel is still as powerful and in all of his glory from this point forward. I was able to get this mod via cheat table from an old friend of mine named Killer MJKO. Please go check out his channel and everything. He's putting out these mods right now, and I'm not sure if he's letting people play them for free. He was able to get me a cheat table for this specifically, just so I could do a video and breakdown of it. Azazel is still powerful, and it's actually kind of crazy that you see in the story mode that somehow Kazuya is powerful enough to handle the power of the originator, the OG devil, Azazel. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. I might put out some combo videos for characters versus this character, and also combos for just him himself, because Azazel in all of his glory is just beyond anything that I could ever comprehend. And also, before I actually head out, I really do want to show you his really wonky movement here. He still has this from Tekken 6. He still has the very funny cancels from Tekken 6 here. He also has the really funny up forward neutral 4. So, yeah, you can still have a lot of fun with this character. See you guys later, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. Oh.